Hey, hey, hey! Hey! Hello, good morning!
Dang, Georgie, are those the Champion Grind grip socks?
Those are Champion Grind grip socks. If you use the code HAVI10, you get a free pair and 10% off your order. But you gotta make sure you use the code. Otherwise, you don't get that.
But if you call now...
I was waiting for somebody to just add on. If you call now, 1-800-CHAMPION GRIND, you get nothing. Because there is no such number. Is that top corner more?
Top corner. My parents are just great.
Ladies and gentlemen, Coach Javi here. Welcome back to the channel. As you guys can see, episode 5 of the preseason series with Georgie Kitman Moy, and today a special guest appearance by the baby mama. So if you guys haven't been following along with the series, I'll go ahead and link all of the episodes in the description. Go ahead and check them all out. We're also doing a lot of educational and informative content as well. I'm trying to upload every 3 days, so trying to give you guys loads of content. So that's pretty much it. Enough talking. We're gonna get straight into the session. Okay, back at it again with the voiceover, episode 5 of the preseason series. Today for the warm-up, we did not use the blaze pod. Instead, we just used some hurdles. Nice and simple. We go sideways, forward, and then we finish with a little sprint over the big hurdle. And you'll notice that I used the hurdles for a lot of the exercises that we did in today's session. For the first few episodes, I just wanted to make sure that we were getting back into it nice and easy with some very simple touches on the ball, very little movement for all of those sessions. I'm not going to increase the amount of movement and the amount of total running that we're going to do, but I am going to start incorporating some things that are going to make it difficult and a little bit more intense as far as the sessions go. One of those things being hurdles. They're a fantastic tool that you can use to really make your sessions a little bit more intense. And then for the next exercise, we just did some of the most basic things that you guys have seen probably all over the internet. Everyone does them. Nothing complicated. It's just hurdles to the side, getting those knees up, moving your arms with your knees, and then a little touch at each end. So very simple. Like I said, the reason why I do all of this is because you can never get too good or too old or too advanced for this. That's why you'll see the pros at even the highest levels are still doing exercises like this, and just switching it up with a few different variations that I think are important to a game. One touch passing inside of the foot, bringing it down from your chest, bringing it down from your thigh. And these exercises also give you the opportunity to get creative and create your own variations, whatever you feel you want to do, just to switch it up.
Is a bakery here? Yeah. Jesus, what are you throwing at?
What we're looking for is some really good form. Anytime we're using the inside of the foot, that ankle is locked. We're making eye contact with the ball as soon as we hit it, and we have our plant foot facing in the direction of the person that we want to pass it to, or whatever our intended target is. If we're going to do anything where we have to bring it down from the air, I like to tell the players that they have to bring it down completely before they pass the ball. Oftentimes what will happen is they'll try to chest it down or thigh it down, and then as the ball's bouncing, before they've completely gotten it on the ground, they're going to try and pass it, which will just basically make it a little bit harder for the ball to stay on the ground, and you're probably going to get it back bouncing. Make sure you bring it all the way down, the ball's on the ground, and then you play a nice and firm pass straight on the ground back to the person that is passing you the ball. I put some bloopers in there from Kitman Moy just for a little bit of banter, but I do really respect the fact that he's out there. He's training with players who are obviously at a higher level than him, and he's not discouraged. He's just trying to work on both his strong foot, his weak foot, and trying to improve some of the things in his game that he feels he needs to improve on. And at the end of the day, he's out here just to have fun and get a little bit better. So shout out to Kitman Moy for coming out doing these sessions with us and putting in the work as well. Again, incorporating the hurdles. The more you put the hurdles in, the more it becomes a fitness session. You'll see in a little bit, Georgie was pretty tired and he realized just how out of shape he was. But now, instead of just some passes, we're going to incorporate some dribbling, get Georgie a few more touches before he has to pass the ball. We're also creating a little bit of depth in our exercises. So now Georgie has to move forward, he has to move backwards, he has to move his feet side to side, he has to dribble in a straight pattern and then come back into a figure 8. So just a few different movements, but nothing too complicated, still in a small space, but just making sure that after every single pass, there's some sort of a movement, and we're trying to vary those movements as much as we can. A few variations as usual. Anytime we do any passing, one-touch, dribbling exercises, I like to incorporate 2 or 3 variations just in case when we get to the field and we actually do it, if one variation doesn't work, we switch it up and I have some backups and we don't have to waste time. But also just to get different movements, keep the players entertained, whoever I'm working with, and make sure the session isn't boring. So do as many sets as you guys want. We do about 2 sets of each of these exercises and then we move on nice and sharp. If we feel like the set didn't go the way we wanted it to, it wasn't as sharp, we might do a 3rd set, but for the most part it's just 2 sets and then we move on.
This is why we're doing the pre-season series, my friends. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at the state of this creature right here. How you feel, George?
Out of breath. It's tough, man. When you haven't done anything for a few months, come back into it. Cold weather. It's good though. It's good. You needed a little time off, recover. Mentally, physically, and then now you get back into it. Now you're hungry, now you're ready to go. Push yourself little by little, step by step. We got plenty of time, so I'm not too worried. But it is crazy to see, if you don't do anything for a month and a half, how much you lose physically. It's just insane. It's crazy.
Always like to finish with some shooting. For this one, we check off behind the mannequin, receive a pass, hit the wall, get it back, play it to the person that passed it to you, get around the mannequin, receive it, and now you are in striking distance, trying to hit the top bins, the bottom bins, one of those corners. As you guys can see, we put the target net out there. I think it's a little bit better than Kitman Moy. Just standing in the goal gives us a little bit of a harder target to hit. And if we do anything from the left side, we're also going to be doing it from the right side. So I'll switch it up so it's not the exact same thing from the other side, but we're still getting the same amount of reps with our weak foot as we are with our strong foot. So when we were shooting from the right side, we decided to have a little bit of a challenge. I'm not going to put the whole challenge in here because it's kind of boring and it's kind of long because Kitman Moy went, Georgie went, and then I went. So I don't want to put all of the reps. However, I will admit, for the first time in Coach Javi's YouTube career, he did lose a challenge. I had to put the footage in here because if not, Kitman Moy and Georgie would have probably not come back for the next session because they know I was lying. So Georgie ended up winning the challenge. Kitman Moy got 2nd place. And because Coach Javi did not want to play it safe when it was his turn to go, I tried to risk it, try to get the biscuit, and it did not work out. I ended up in 3rd place, but it was a fun session overall. And that's episode 5 of the pre-season series.
And the winner!
Oh, he's got one more.
Doesn't matter, has 6.
Alright, if I hit it out of the air volley, it's 3 points.
Yeah, it's
4 points. 4 points.
No, he said 3 points. Oi, parking lot.
There you have it. Your average equipment manager just beat.
The funniest part of this
Hey, this video can now be edited. This video can now be edited. The winner.
Kitman Moy just beat know what the funniest part of
How
this
many
video is,
minutes?
boy?
How many?
You know what the funniest part of this video is? It's never gonna go up. This part's never gonna go up.
That's messed up. That's messed up.
You guys are never gonna see this.
More typical Javi. I have so many videos that I should post, to be honest. I should make a whole video of Javi losing challenges, of him not posting. Moy, you know.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Go ahead and check out Champion Grind while you're at it. If you guys want some of the merch that Coach Javi and his minions over here are using to train in. That's it for this one, guys. Until next time, and adios, muchachos.
And make sure he puts the challenge in, right, Moy?
Yep.
You got second place. Yep. Tell him, Moy. Tell him.
I got second.
Yep. Who got first, Moy?
I don't know, but Javi
Whoa,
got third.
whoa,
But
whoa.
Javi got third.
Unfortunately, guys, we did a challenge, and I checked the memory card, and the memory card got corrupted, and we didn't have any of that footage, so I can't
I
put.
won though.
I can't put
won.
any of that
I got
stuff
6
up.
goals.
It's there.
So
It's
it doesn't.
there.
It doesn't
I
count.
got
It doesn't
6
exist.
goals.
It's
I
there.
got 6 goals.